Good chat.
Cool.
Oh, we got someone here.
Hey.
Hey, thank you, Mac Alpha Gaming, for following the channel. We are starting in about 4-5 minutes. We're still waiting for one person to see if he shows up for the podcast. But yeah, so
Gotta love that the brightest thing on my cam is my face or my teeth.
they can't see you right now. But yeah, so basically, we're a podcasting / gaming channel. We're just starting up. We talked about this for several years now of doing this, but we're going to start tonight with a podcast of talking about the future of this channel and and we're going to talk about the next gen consoles to go just straight into things. So, message all your friends to get here. We have the goal by the end of the month for me to be affiliated or this channel to be affiliated. So
It's a very it's an intense goal, but I think we can do it.
And I just got notified that my building might be going into lockdown in a second.
That'd be a good first stream.
Apparently, there's a strike on campus now. So
There's a strike on
there's a
campus.
strike on campus. They're trying to get campus shut down. If you couldn't tell, we're college students. I'm not gonna exactly say
Yeah, not
what yet.
where, what, yeah.
Maybe later. But um, we're still trying to get stuff set up, but we'll be posting this later as well.
Cut out for a minute.
But man, if you're already one viewer, this is more than I expected throughout anything. So,
Bro, we're killing it,
bro,
man.
killing it. Oh gosh. Yeah. So
Awesome.
we're wait till about 9:02 my time. Sorry, another minute or so my time
Cool.
to get started. Mac Alpha, are you a never Twitch streamer here or?
Bong.
Oh, I got another person to tune in. It's one of my church buddies,
Hey.
so he'll be chiming in here for a second.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, bro. Hey,
You gotta love it.
bro. Hey. Dude, where's Ethan at, bro?
Bro,
He's
where
missing
is
all
this
of
man?
it. The partner in crime for this. Oh my gosh.
Bro,
All
imagine if
right.
he just showed up in chat.
What?
Showed up on the stupid stream, he just comes in chat.
All right. There we go. So it's 9:05. Let me get. Yeah. All right. We're live on screen now. Yeah. So basically, we're a podcasting channel / gaming channel. We haven't really decided exactly what side we're going to be heavy on. But we're gonna see just after a couple weeks exactly where we get the most viewers or where we feel more comfortable playing. Um, so tonight we're gonna talk. We're gonna be doing a podcast, as I just said, um, talking about the next gen consoles and whatever leads from there. We might talk about some of our main events, but yeah, we're gonna get somewhat just straight into it. Um,
Nice.
So, we're going to talk about the two main new consoles coming out this holiday season: the PlayStation 5 and Xbox X. Ryan? Do you want to start anywhere with anything you know or stuff like that?
I guess I'll start off by saying that for the most part I'm pretty underwhelmed right now. I mean it's next gen, so I'm probably gonna get one or the other anyway. But I really don't. I haven't seen much in terms of upgrades outside of like 4K or smoother frames, smoother gameplay. But I don't know. I guess I'm just not that excited for it.
I mean, I feel like I would be more excited with it. And uh, I think I would be more excited for it. Uh,
What the hell?
Sorry, the chat's pointing out my misspellings in my title. Um,
Wow, great start.
yeah, you know what? There's a reason why I'm in a not an English heavy department for college. So
Yeah, I was gonna
um,
say.
I would be. I'm not excited. I've never been a big like Sony fan and PlayStation fan. Uh,
Yeah.
so we're see.
I think one thing that's kinda gonna sell me on it is, of course, there's not a lot of games announced for it right now. I do wanna see, like, exclusives and the kinda day one games that are coming out. Because right now, the PlayStation 1 has, like, whatever that Spider-Man Miles Morales thing is, and then it has just NBA 2K21 and, like, GTA 5.
Yeah, then it's also the other two key exclusives already picked out for it is Horizon 2 Forbidden West and Gran Turismo number 7.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I've never really been into I was never into the first Horizon game, I was never into Gran Turismo, I was always more into Forza, so
yeah,
I
I
guess
mean,
that's
I
Xbox.
never really got into the starting games, those like those racing games as much. I think it was just like
Yeah,
I didn't really have the setup to do it on my Xbox, and that was like the biggest thing for me. Um, I've also never owned a PlayStation, so I don't really know how much credit I have to talk for.
yeah, I mean, coming from someone who has owned a Xbox 360, an Xbox One, and a PlayStation 4, I entirely believe that PlayStation 4 was better than Xbox One, and Xbox 360 was better than PlayStation 3. And that PlayStation 2 was better than the original Xbox.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
yeah, it was kind of
assuming
like
that
it
sorry,
was
go ahead.
it was Xbox playing off PlayStation, trying to get into that game, into the
Yeah,
console series. Um,
yeah,
and the one thing that PlayStation did that Xbox never did was the PSP.
yeah.
And I thought
Microsoft never wanted to do a portable game console, and
no, not really. I mean, they always like they came out with like traveled versions of the Xbox 360 after a while, and
yeah,
like just these carrying cases, but like they never really got into what the PSP was, and that was
yeah,
kind of the shortcomings on the Xbox series. But also,
yeah.
like,
I definitely think the PSP kinda goes overlooked too. I think it was a fine console. It was, of course, being that it was a mobile, uh, like a mobile handheld system, it was never gonna be able to compete with like a DS or I mean, of course, this is long before the Switch, but Nintendo kinda has the handheld market on lock. So,
yeah, um, yeah. So it's like how I think of the gaming market at the minute is Nintendo's got all the handheld stuff and all the stuff that you can travel with, and right now it's a battle between the PlayStation, and the Xbox for the console series. Now,
yeah,
I think in a couple years we might only see one come out because
maybe. Yeah.
I mean,
I think the other big thing too is this sorta it's just kinda similar to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 release in that neither of them were really that exciting, coming out. I think it's kinda gonna fall into a longevity thing, what's gonna have better games coming out, what's gonna be cheaper in the long run, what's gonna have fewer issues in the long run. So, like, of course, Xbox One had a horrible debut, but I mean, over time, it kinda caught up just in terms of getting better, being cheaper, having more hardware, so
yeah. So the biggest problem I had with like the new consoles is when they first come out, they always had issues with them, and they're always overpriced.
yeah, absolutely. Getting a day one console, I don't think is worth it in my opinion.
No,
There's not enough games, there's too many issues, it's not worth it.
yeah, and like so of course. Xbox is for talking about the key exclusives from the PlayStation 5. The key exclusives for the Xbox X is Halo Infinite, the Senua Saga Hellblade 2, Forza Motorsports 8, and State of Decay 3. Um,
Yeah.
and the
I
one
think
thing that's
there's 3 State of Decay games.
apparently I don't follow that much with that series, but apparently there
Okay.
is. Um, so yeah, I mean, the biggest issue. So I'm looking at a list of specs compared to each other, and they looks all. I mean, they look pretty similar, and it looks like Xbox is up on multiple areas though. It looks like
Yeah,
they've
that
got.
doesn't surprise me.
It looks like the GPU is better in the Xbox. The CPU is better in the Xbox. And PlayStation and PS5, you can only have. It says almost all PS4 games. Well, um, it says all the Xbox One games will be able to play on Xbox X. Select Xbox 360 games and original Xbox games. So
Yeah.
they definitely got them beat there. Um, it's also that the Xbox X has actually got a release date right now. PlayStation 5 does not have a release
Yeah.
date. It just, I mean,
Yeah, PlayStation 5 is just gonna kinda come out around Christmas like it usually does.
so
But,
uh,
I mean, yeah,
the other
hard to
thing
say.
is the biggest thing that is like brand new of these consoles is the storage. Now they have storage on their actual boxes, but the biggest thing that I've seen is most of the storage you can use is off the cloud. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I really do. I'm so tired of, I don't know, deleting games off my Xbox One because I wanna because there's another Call of Duty Modern Warfare update that's 100 gigs. But I do like that it's on the cloud. It's entirely better than just having to buy more and more storage. But of course, I can see a way that they kinda twist that into paying for more storage. So,
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I
I
definitely
mean,
see
there's
it
no way
as
you're just gonna have unlimited cloud storage.
yeah.
So,
The other thing that I saw with Xbox, I don't know if PlayStation 5 is doing this, but with most of the games that they're getting for Xbox X, is you're going to have the option to download the just a multiplayer section or just a single player section on some games.
yeah. Well, that was
Uh,
the other thing too, is that in my opinion, Xbox and PS4 have very different niches in terms of gameplay. Like Xbox is the one that you play with friends, the one that you have all your party games with and stuff. And then uh the PlayStation always has the much more single player based games, the narrative driven, like, like the Nathan Drake collection, of course, God of War, Spider-Man. So I think I always thought that PlayStation was much more of like a single player kind of system. So even then, it really does come down to like a personal preference at the end of the day. But yeah,
small update for the one audience member. The third member of our trio has just messaged me and said he's in the middle of a Taco Bell run and will either call in
of
from his
course, it is.
car or will be back very soon. So we'll have another person
He's
hopefully
on
showing
some
up in the
stupid Taco Bell.
next 20, 15 to 20 minutes. But the other thing
We'll see.
is the resolution, the overpowering resolution on these consoles.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, 8K or whatever.
yeah, both are going up to 8K on resolution, and as as much as I hate seeing that, I love seeing that they're seeing that where stuff is going.
Yeah. The other
Um,
thing that gets me too is that I love the whole up to 8K thing, and it's like at this point, why do you need to go beyond 4K?
yeah, it's very much. I not only know of like two TVs that go up to 8K at the moment,
Yeah,
and that's
and
TVs.
for
That's not
what,
even
like
like
$1,000?
yeah. I mean, that's not even like. I mean, I use a computer monitor for my Xbox,
Yeah, I
and
get it.
that's. I mean, my computer is not even in the case. So,
Yeah,
it was mostly brand new last year when I got it. So like it.
yeah,
I mean, I think that's a little bit of overkill, but overkill in a good way. That in the next
yeah.
couple
I
years,
think it's good that it's like it's better to have too much than to have too little. Like it's like, oh yeah, we can run in 8K, but no one's ever going to. But just in case you could.
yeah. So we.
Another thing I like is the PlayStation VR. PlayStation 5 is
Oh
gonna have,
yeah, yeah.
or at least it's planned to have VR compatibility, which is one of the few areas that it really beats Xbox on.
See,
So
but if you think back far enough for the Xbox 360,
The Connect.
The Kinect. X
Bro, if
Microsoft.
you wanna talk about going all the way back then, PlayStation had the PlayStation Move too, with,
Oh,
like, the Wiimotes.
all right. Hold up. Yeah, you remind me of something. We're neglecting a console hero. The Wii. We forgot about
The
that.
Wii.
The Wii.
The Wii is an absolute
If you think
it's a
about it,
beast of a
what was it? The Wii came in what, 04 or 05?
I think the Wii came out in 2005, but I'd have to double check.
Um,
I can look
think
that up
that
real quick, it's
probably
fine.
that console alone probably set off the VR movement. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it wasn't even like it wasn't even like VR anyway. What? They say the oh no, that's the Wii U. What the fuck? When does the Wii come out? uh 2006.
Two-
Okay.
2006.
Yeah, it was released in November of
All
2006.
right. Still,
But
that
but
was
yeah, the
way
whole
before any VR or anything really was coming out then, and
yeah,
that
I love that the Wii absolutely pioneered motion controls, which really opened up the door to VR and
yeah
even like augmented reality sort of. Like the
yeah
fact that your controller movement somehow impacted what you were doing was so cool, and they did it so much better than everyone else.
oh yeah. I mean, the one thing that it did not do well is on the multiplayer aspect of not being on
Well,
local.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, and of course, at that point too is like the big multiplayer games on like Xbox and PlayStation 3 were very much Call of Duty and Battlefield and
yeah.
those kind of games, which was definitely not on Nintendo's hit lists. So I can understand why the multiplayer wasn't a huge issue. But even then, on games like Super Smash Brothers Brawl, the Wi-Fi was not good. It just wasn't.
Yeah, the
So
only game that I was ever successful in playing on the internet with multiplayer was Wii Mario Kart.
yeah,
That was really the only
even
success.
then, it had abysmal loading times.
Yeah, I mean, it was just yeah. I mean, it did, but I mean, it was also pretty good. I would also
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
yeah.
I won't like take that away from it.
It was more the fact that it was everyone from every other country that knew most of the shortcuts and like spent times on it, and it was only like the
Yeah,
legends on
getting beat up
multiplayer.
by people in like Japan and France and whatnot. I'm
Yeah,
like 10 years
it
old
was
and I
like
don't know any
all those
better.
legends that have been like painstakingly like banging on every wall, seeing if there's a gap and like seeing if you
Yeah.
can go through it. Um,
Versus the people who like constantly who still use automatic.
yeah. So I mean, it was that. But speaking of games, what I'm most worried about with the Xbox X and what I
Halo Infinite.
was Halo. Yeah, Halo Infinite. Halo
Halo Infinite's on
Five.
the rocks, man.
Halo 5 was such a disaster.
Oh,
Oh, I bought the legendary. I pre-ordered and bought the legendary edition for Halo 5, thinking that it was gonna go way so cool.
it was one
But
of those things too where you had like you went from Halo 3 to Halo 4 and it was like, all right, it's a drop off, but it's not a horrible game. Then you went from Halo 4 to Halo 5 and it fell off the face of the earth. I mean, it was entirely different.
yeah, I mean, it was the biggest drawback for me from Halo 5 was co-op. Not having co-op like ruined like Halo nights that I was thinking of ahead of time.
Yeah, just like the classic idea of hanging out with the lads,
Yeah,
grooving on some Halo 5 legendary campaign. Ugh,
it was like for the person that's not here, that's coming in soon, hopefully, his dad would set up giant Halo nights in his basement with just
yeah,
with the 360s and the ones that can play Halo 3. And
yeah,
we would just do giant matches, and I'm
yeah,
sure
with
if
like the rocket jousting.
yeah, so
I
like
got introduced to rocket jousting on campus, yeah.
it was, I mean, that's the most scared of thing because I mean they've been leading up to Halo Infinite over the last couple years, even before Halo 5.
Yeah.
They were talking
The
about Halo Infinite. So
I wanna be hopeful about Halo Infinite. The one thing I'm scared of is that if it's gonna end up like just a Destiny game, basically, where it's constantly online. There is no real single player. but I don't know.
I
I
love
can't imagine it would end up like that, but we'll see what happens.
Destiny. The original Destiny game I put almost 1,000 hours on off
Oh,
the
yeah. I mean,
360.
yeah. I yeah, I mean, it took me, like I got that game for my birthday about a week after it came out, and, I played the crap out of it. I didn't buy any of the DLC. Well, then I had that on Xbox 360. Then I got it on PlayStation 4 with all the DLC, and I mean, I played that game end to end to end. So,
Yeah, I
it was a
mean
great game.
that was such a good game, and when
Definitely
I
definitely
mistake
better than the second one, but,
I
you know.
didn't guess what? I made the mistake again. I pre-ordered the Legendary Edition for Destiny 2. Turned out to be a
Oh, no.
bust. I if I
I
ever pre-order a game, you know it's gonna go bad. Apparently now.
Yeah. I the only ever er the only ever the only time I ever buy, like, a legendary or, like, a collector's edition for a game is if it's already out and established. Like like the Game of the Year version of Borderlands 2, I just bought on Steam for, like, 10 or, like, $5, and it's a fantastic game. Even, Borderlands 3, I bought it again. This time I bought, like, the digital deluxe or whatever with all the DLC. The only time I ever remember pre-ordering, like, a collector's edition of a game was for Black Ops 2.
Oh
I mean, it was
yeah.
fine.
I
It was
mean,
fun. I got, like, the Nuketown maps and whatnot. It was a good purchase.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's thinking about games that went in between consoles and not sticking with a console and realizing that they did such a better job of game development was is
Yeah.
insane to think about. Even like the Titanfall games were good
Yeah,
because they were because you just went across. I mean, you could get it for both.
yeah.
Um,
Did you like Titanfall 1 or 2 more?
I didn't play any of them. I just watched them on YouTube and like stuff like
Oh.
that. I think Ethan got one at some point. Um, but no, it was just like the games that went across, and then when games started going to a single console, that's when some of the issues that was in the latest generation of like games have started to pop up a lot.
Yeah. I think, another update on the, 3rd Musketeer, he says he'll hurry. Um But, yeah, I've never had a problem with, exclusives. I think exclusives help push hardware, and I think they are, pretty valuable. The big issue I have is when instead of making an exclusive game to push hardware, you make an exclusive name to push hardware. Like, Halo 5, they basically just made it to say that the Xbox One had Halo,
Yeah,
and it was not a good game.
it
It
was
was
a
just, "Oh, look, Halo.
it was
See?
a
Buy
game to
it."
come with the console. It was one of those like
Yeah.
special edition consoles. Like
Yeah, so that's when it becomes really unfortunate when the Halo game on Xbox One becomes the Master Chief Collection.
I
That's
got
just it's unfortunate.
I mean, the Master Chief Collection was amazing. I did love that a lot.
Yeah,
Putting
oh, it was
remastering
great.
the games and putting it all together. Um,
Lasso. Legendary All Skulls on.
gosh.
Ugh,
But like
disgusting.
my Xbox is an Xbox One S, but it's the Battlefield One edition
Oh, yeah.
because I loved Battlefield, watching Battlefield 4 and 3 in Hard Company so much, and then Battlefield 1 came out, and that was Battlefield 1 blew everything out of the water.
Yeah, I never really got into Battlefield 1. I definitely preferred Battlefield 3 over
Yeah,
it, but I'm not gonna knock people who like it. I definitely think it was better than Battlefield 5. I'd even say it was better than Battlefield Hardline, but
yeah, I would say that too. Battlefield Hardline was a little bit of bust in my book, mostly because it sounded like a mod pack or a
it
plugin
did.
to the
It was
Battlefield 3.
entirely like an expansion that was sold as its own game.
So,
Uh,
um, yeah, but like with the Battlefield One, you got to think about when it came out. So Battlefield One came out right after Advanced Warfare and the Call of Duty 3. So two advanced
yeah,
type games about the future. Then this came out about the past and
yeah. It's
got
like, oh yeah, let's go back
those
to World War I.
all these gamers that got tired of the exo suits and stuff like that went to Battlefield One, and it just kicked off and just had
And it was
amazing.
fun. It was so cool. Instead of like the double jumps running on walls and like EMP, blah 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 blah. It's like, oh, I'm on a horse. I got a sword. What's up?
I'm a dreadnought acting as
Yeah,
support.
yeah.
Like
I'm in the Mark V. Let's go.
like it was. I mean,
It was fun. It was such a great change of pace.
it was. I remember when the
The one
first.
problem for me is that oh no, I guess I wasn't very good at it. That's just probably why I stopped playing it.
I was okay. I was good enough to keep playing it throughout the years. I remember
Yeah.
when I would play. There was a couple times I have screenshots of this. When I would kick off 100. I went one game. I won 126. Um, and that was and most of the time you do that in like the airplanes and stuff like that with the biplanes and
Yeah,
if you're good enough. But no, I was
yeah,
just on the ground with an operation because I love the operations so
yeah.
badly. The
Oh,
op-
yeah.
it's like just the point of it. It was like Rush, but it wasn't like Rush. The
Yeah, it was a
gameplay.
little different. I did like it. I did like Operation. Of course, I think the one problem that got me the most was, of course, the maps are huge.
Oh yeah.
And so, one thing that really kinda makes me good at, like, first person shooters is learning maps. So when the map is that huge, I have no idea where I'm going or where people are.
Oh yeah. For like
So
the first 2 weeks, I had no idea what I was doing on maps.
yeah.
Then I
It was
figured,
like you knew the areas at the caps, and that
yeah,
was it. So
I was I think the worst one for you to try to figure out was the first level in the Ottoman Empire one, with the castle.
yeah,
That was
that entire castle just looked the same.
it looked the
It's
same,
horrible.
and the leading up to the point, it just got it started as a little triangle and just went out. So you were covering
Yeah,
more land, and you had the ocean too, and that was just a
yeah.
massive
I
map.
also I loved in Battlefield 1 too, is blowing up the stupid dreadnoughts. Oh,
That
that
was
was so
great.
much fun. And
It
watching the
was
turrets, like, fly off into the air.
Yeah, that was
Good.
fun. There's another map in one of the latest editions with the French that was really big and was just really confusing that I played with. It was I don't know. It was something about the defensive line. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, was it like, Maginot?
Yeah, it was something about they had like a storyline at the imaginary line and the French and the
Hmm,
Germans going at it. Um,
makes sense. They
yeah.
usually do that.
Hey, we got a second viewer. Welcome to the stream. Let's go.
Hey, what's
Let's
good?
cooking, bro. Welcome. And he left.
Ah. Ah, such is life.
Oh gosh, that's terrifying. We just lost 50% of our viewers in one sentence.
Hey, it's okay. We only lost one person.
It's like saying I lost 1 horsepower, but I only had two in the beginning. So
Yeah. You only lost one viewer? Yeah, well, I also lost half of them, so
uh but no, it was yeah, Battlefield was amazing over the years, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
yeah.
Um
Did you ever play any of the Elder Scrolls games, like Skyrim or ESO or
I
even
did not.
Oblivion?
I was really more into multiplayer games, not really the
Yeah.
single player games. You
I knew because Ethan was big into Skyrim.
We'll get him talking about that
Yeah.
whenever.
I was gonna bring up whether or not you were excited for Elder Scrolls 6,
Um, I've heard about
but
it. Ethan's been like talking about it for a while. But yeah, I
I
never
don't know,
really
man. I
got
have
into
such little faith in Bethesda at this point. I
Bethesda.
honestly
It's
I
every it's
ugh.
more of what at this point in the next couple years of what companies take over what companies and to figure out what's going to be good and what's not going to be good.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a shifting period because you see, like, people or companies like Bethesda are starting to kinda fall off, like, they can't ride the Skyrim high for forever. Granted, they're still making a ton of money, they still have very popular games, sure, but they don't have that same kinda, like, untouchable sorta thing to 'em. Same with Blizzard, who was huge with World of Warcraft and, like, Hearthstone and that, but it just doesn't have that kind of player base anymore. That's not to say that no one's playing it. There's still tons of people playing World of Warcraft,
Yeah.
but
Well, the biggest thing that I've been seeing is this company called Gaijin with War Thunder.
Gaijin with War Thunder.
Like they
Yeah.
came out of nowhere. Like a couple years ago, you'd be like, "What's this game?" It's like not a lot of player
Yeah.
base.
Oh, I've been playing War Thunder for since like I don't know, middle school.
Yeah, I mean, I play War Thunder a little bit too, but like at the beginning, like no one knew what this company was, and now we're one of becoming one of the biggest gaming companies that there is.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those weird things where it's like, oh, you had the war games like World of Tanks and, World of Warships and War Thunder and all that. But then it was one of those things where out of nowhere, Gaijin suddenly got really aggressive with advertising and they started sponsoring you. I mean, they sponsored PewDiePie to play Crossout and War Thunder. Like
You got to admit,
out of
Crossout for as
Crossout's
much
fun. Crossout is
Cross.
fun.
I don't think it's a game that I would be able to like grind for a while, but I mean, it would be a game for me to pop in every once in a while just to have fun in.
Yeah, it's dumb fun. It's like, oh, let me build my Mad Max car and put a shotgun on the roof and
I don't know if you've seen
build
like a
some
couple of the
stuff.
YouTube channels, but like Tuxberg and the Russian Badger, doing
Yeah,
cross out, and
yeah, I've
I
seen some
thought
Russian Badger.
I thought it was hilarious,
It's
with
dumb
what they
fun.
do.
It's dumb fun. I love it. Of course, the one issue I have with Gaijin, of course, they're becoming a huge company and everything. They don't have the greatest history with like talking to the community and everything, which is pretty typical of big game companies. But what
That's
are you gonna do? It's a very they also make very pay to win games. I will say that War
that's
Thunder is absolutely pay.
oh yeah, it's pay to win. But Microsoft is just this exact same way. They don't listen to the fan base anymore.
Yeah,
They think they would learn anything from Halo 5 and like anything else,
they
then
don't care. They know people are gonna buy it.
guys,
They'll milk it to death. Uh,
I hope Microsoft isn't the company. I hope they don't kill off Halo, because Halo started the original Xbox, and I hope it doesn't end the next Xbox.
Yeah, it doesn't. It starts the first Xbox and is the reason the last one falls.
Yeah,
Uh,
um gosh, it
I don't know, man. What other like game companies am I big into? I've been, of course, uh, my favorite game. I think probably at this point, my favorite game of all time is Doom 2016.
I
Maybe Doom Eternal. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air for him.
the only thing I've known from Doom is the soundtracks, because I
The
actually
soundtrack for Mick Gordon is an absolute legend. Even
so
all the way going back to like what was it, Killer Instinct?
yeah,
Oh, Mick Gordon is so good, and
gosh,
Bethesda did him so dirty. Ugh.
what did they do?
Bethesda like mixed his album for him and then released it without his permission. Or
Oh
they didn't
wow,
release the album. They mixed it without his permission, and now I don't know if he's ever gonna release it. It's still not on Spotify.
yeah. Well, before we get too far off topic again, um, so basically, what it comes down to is what do you want in your game system, what do you want to play in it, and what are you okay with spending the money on. Um,
Yeah.
so basically, I am apparently dropping a lot of frames out of the sudden. Um, so if you're having issues, um, give me a second. It's on my end, not yours.
Hmm. Shout out to my crappy webcam quality because it's literally just the thing on my laptop.
Oh, mine's the thing on my laptop too.
Oh well, yours looks nice, so
Uh, I'm guessing my PC might be newer than yours, but
maybe. I think this one's a little over a year old now, maybe
oh,
going on
mine's
2 years.
mine's a little over a year old.
Yeah, I can't remember when I got this, but
But
it was it wasn't the greatest thing in the world. But
my best advice would be, honestly, my best advice is save up for a computer. don't go for
yeah,
these
no, honestly,
don't go for these consoles unless you absolutely want to have the console experience. Which I get it. Like
yeah, and it's that's the thing too, and it's like, oh, but PCs are so expensive and blah 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 blah. Yeah, they really are, but they're also better.
they're also so.
There are no exclusives on PC. You can listen. I'm not endorsing emulators or anything like that, but you can play any game you want on the PC.
I mean, the also thing is an Xbox and a PlayStation is only good for two things: playing games and they have Blu-ray DVD players in it. Computers are
Yeah,
have so much possibilities for you to do. Like
computers are entirely more useful.
it is.
There's they can do so much more.
I am losing a bunch of
So,
frames. I'll have to figure it out later. But I mean, this is the first stream, and we're trying to figure stuff out.
okay,
But
I'm cutting too as I as I leave Discord.
but
Um, yeah.
um,
Anyway.
yeah. So we're gonna. So that's the best advice that I can give. Is oh wow, look at that.
The
We
man.
have the man, the
What's
myth.
poppin', fellas?
We got
What's good?
welcome to the stream. We're about 40 minutes in.
Oh yeah, we
Oh
got
shit.
20 minutes left. We're good.
All right, I guess I'm a little late. My bad.
We just finished up
Learned how to
the
make
next.
Taco Bell run.
Yeah, how was your Taco Bell?
Dude, it was pretty fantastic. I got a bunch of those cheesy bean and rice burritos.
Yeah.
Well, what else you gonna get?
Bro, I don't even know. What?
Oh,
It's
all
all
right.
good.
So we've been going in between one and two viewers, but we've been studying one viewer.
Shout out
Huh?
to that one steady viewer.
Yeah,
You're
whoever
my
that is,
favorite.
you're a legend.
I love
Like
you.
honestly, like uh I've had a couple of people message me back on my Snapchat saying that they're gonna come on and watch, but I don't know where they
That's
are.
crazy. If only they
That's
weren't
crazy,
lying.
bro.
It was my streaks too, so we'll see who's really my friend.
He
But
really pays attention
so
to
I don't know if you
Snapchat.
got even I don't know if you got anything to talk about the consoles wise, but we just went through everything with the consoles and we're talking about how um any like the best the best thing that we figured out over new consoles is just go for a computer.
I mean, okay,
As
that's
of right
facts.
now,
Yeah.
I
Like,
would entirely
Oh, we
endorse
got
computers can
PCs.
run so many more games.
hey, welcome Blake. It's nice to see you, man, in the chat.
Shout out Blake.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
sorry.
Ugh.
Go ahead. The one thing that we weren't talking because we're waiting for you is the Elder Scrolls.
Elder
Oh
Scrolls 6.
shit, that's right. When is that coming out?
Uh,
I don't know.
Oh
I
fuck.
don't
so
think Bethesda is.
we don't. Yeah, so I don't play it a lot, but you guys were. I know Ethan is a huge one, and Ryan is apparently also. I never really got into it, so you guys can take over the conversation
Yeah.
on.
I'm not huge into Elder Scrolls. I
Yeah, the
played
only
some
one I've
ESO
played
and
is
some Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I
But
played Skyrim and some ESO, but in terms of trying to scrouge for information about Elder Scrolls 6, the only information we have is basically the name
yeah,
of like the word is the Elder Scrolls 6 is on the way eventually.
that sounds about right. Until then, I'm assuming Skyrim's going to be ported to the next gen consoles. So
Yeah, probably alongside GTA 5.
So I mean, what I looking just the specs over, not saying on and there's two big factors here on what to go for. Go for it. The specs alone between the two, Xbox X is definitely the leader in right now.
Xbox is absolutely better hardware as of right now.
Yeah. The other thing is PlayStation 5 doesn't have a release date yet. So there's the other thing about
Yeah.
going for a PlayStation 5. Good luck. It doesn't have a release
It'll
date yet.
it'll probably be on around Christmas. It always is around Christmas.
yeah,
So
That's when they
Xbox
sell
if
hard.
it wasn't and the Xbox was, they'd be fucked. So it's definitely going to be out by Christmas.
Xbox
Yeah.
X is released. It says no specific date, but November 2020. Now,
Yeah.
of course, this could all change because of COVID.
Subject to change.
So, I
Yeah,
mean, COVID's
I'm
kind of
assuming they're going to want to push out as many as they can, just because everyone's at home.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
This is a
like,
great time to sell
this is the
games.
yeah. If you're trying to sell a game console, this is the best
Just
time
look
to
at
do it.
Animal Crossing New Horizons. How many was
So,
it in the
Facts.
first week? 23 million?
but exactly. So, um, yeah. I mean, we went through most of the games and like the plus sides and the negative sides of everything, and yeah. I mean, the best conclusion is if you're gonna go for the console, wait for probably a couple months to get the bugs out of the ones. Wait for like
Yeah,
the
let them kind of Let him kind of sift through the
Yeah.
little issues and getting hacked over Christmas. Cough,
Wait.
cough, PlayStation 4.
I
That
mean,
was
I
the
think that
Lizard
happened a
Squad, right?
yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Didn't it happen twice? I thought it happened, like, when it first
It
came out
it could
and the
have.
next year.
I
It
don't
wouldn't
know.
surprise me. That
Um,
happens every year with PlayStation, man.
the fun fact is, keep talking, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something right now.
Damn. All right.
You've been playing Doom, Ethan? I brought
I
it up
haven't,
earlier.
bro. I got
Oh,
to.
why? I gave you that game. You
I
gotta
know
play
it's
it.
literally installed on my shit right now. I've just been playing too much Modern Warfare. So like,
Damn. I see how it is.
All right. So, the one thing I'm learning from this stream is I need to change my frame rate. So, um,
Get them frames up.
apparently my frames are not doing the best right now, but
Get your bread up.
um,
damn.
Damn.
God, my eyes right now. This ain't good, bro.
You alright?
Nah. I'll just say I just went to Taco Bell, so y'all can guess what I did before that. Um,
okay. We can keep that off stream, but we'll talk
Yeah.
about that later. Um,
TOS.
mostly because my church friends know about this now. So,
Yeah,
well,
I
well,
mean,
who
fair
cares?
enough.
I mean, the
That's
people,
not an issue.
yeah, it's a small
They
issue,
care, alright? Listen.
whatever. But no. So yeah, there's the next gen stuff. Um, let's really quickly go on to so it's on stream. And I'll clip it later so you guys just have the thing. Um, for right now, it's just us three on this channel. Um, and
Yeah.
this
I think that
weekend we'll be kicking off a bigger stream of if I can fix my frame rate for a Minecraft server. I know that sounds corny, but we're just gonna go with it because we can stream
Nah,
for long,
Minecraft's fucking lit at all times.
where we can keep that going for a while. I am dropping a lot of frames again. I need to figure this out.
That's a rip.
man.
I'm at
Yeah, I mean, I think the plan as of right now is, of course, Minecraft over this weekend, but there is more plans to, I imagine, do more kind of podcasty stuff like this, get more people in here talking. So,
yeah,
there's plans.
and I
We
just
got
figured out what was my
man,
frame rate issue, and it should be fixed by the next stream. So,
cool, cool.
Good shit.
but no, I mean, do you guys have any other discussion points to talk about right now?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, that PlayStation VR has got me really kind of interested. Just because
I tested the PS4 VR when I was visiting my buddy at ISU.
nice.
Fantastic. Like
Yeah,
the fact that Xbox doesn't have a setup like that blows my mind because it's just so good. Like
yeah.
Xbox needs to do something like it
It'd
if they
be
want to
I mean,
compete.
it would be really cool to just have something like a console able that would have VR games and would be able to run bigger VR games like Half-Life Alex.
Yeah,
I think that's such an kinda an almost an untapped area right now. That's not to say
yeah.
that it's easy to make a VR game, but
Because I've always done like played Xbox, but like if I got a PS5, I'd be pretty fucking stoked because then I could do VR and like other stuff.
yeah.
All right.
So plus
Ma
Spider Man.
So, all right. So to get off of that view, so what I just found out, my roommate just messaged me right at the beginning of the stream, something that's going on campus, my campus right now, and it's been going on all day today. So apparently, there's a protest on campus today. If you're just tuning in, since I just saw a bunch of new viewers come in, um, we're all college kids. We all live on college campuses. So and apparently, since it was Labor Day, a lot of the students decided to skip class today and say it was a protest for COVID, the COVID response at my university. Um, and then,
What?
yeah, because well, we have a lot of cases on our university right now.
Oh, okay,
Um,
protesting oh my god, I thought you said they were, like, protesting the virus.
I mean, in a
Didn't
way,
somebody do
yes.
that? Like,
So,
That wouldn't
but
oh
surprise me.
man.
so that just happened. Apparently, it's going to be all week long. So we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. They went from taking Labor Day off to just shutting down the campus for a week.
Hey guys, we got a new high point of viewers. We got 3 viewers in the house.
3 viewers.
Hey, what's
Let's
up,
go.
What's up?
Welcome to the stream.
We just the amount of people that's in the stream is watching the stream, so that's always good.
That's cool. Yeah.
But no,
What else?
so that's interesting current events I just didn't know about today.
Current events.
I had an in-person class too, and I didn't see him anywhere on campus. So
Yeah.
it's
Shout out Zoom University.
yeah, really right now.
Yeah.
But
Zoom
Much
classes are not the move, bro. Like,
I'm not
even
a
a
fan
little
of
bit.
online classes.
what? So I know you guys have talked about the Elder Scrolls and talking about how you guys are looking forward to that. Is there any other new console
Elder
games you're
Scrolls.
looking forward to?
Dude, I honestly
Uh,
haven't even looked that much into it, but
I
I
mean-
know there's a new Assassin's Creed coming out soon. Like Valhalla, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So I want to get that.
Viking one. I want to see more about that Spider-Man Miles Morales, because if it's like a whole, it's like if it's like the sequel to the Spider-Man game, I'd be down to getting it. I thought that game was really
Ooh,
good.
yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Insomniac is a fantastic company. They make some really great games. But I don't know. I've heard stuff that the Miles Morales game is just going to be almost like a not a DLC, but like a very kind of short game. So I'll have to see more about that.
I mean, if it has good free roam, then that might be okay. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like I'm really. I mean, we had an entire discussion on Halo Infinite already, and
Oh shit.
probably what's going to happen with it. But I gotta say, I'm kind of looking forward to it at this point. I mean, you kind of have to be looking forward to it just to see what happens.
Yeah. Like I'm
I mean,
hopeful,
I'm gonna
but
get it.
I'm also
so-
concerned. So
Yeah. That's how I feel about a lot of franchises now. Like even like Pokemon and stuff.
yeah. Another thing too is kind of just speaking of AAA games. Do either of you know anything about the Avengers game that just came out?
I've heard it was good. Like this one dude I know got it, but I haven't actually played it.
I've heard very mixed reviews.
I've heard about it. The problem with that was it was never. It got pre-released because someone released like what was it? Not exposed, but
There was like a beta for it. Yeah.
there was a
I know there.
private beta that got exposed about it, and they weren't even supposed to launch it for a while yet, I believe. Then
Yeah.
everything just happened, and they released it. Then
From what I've heard, it's basically just like the most okay game ever.
yeah,
Damn.
I know
That's disappointing.
I know sales went through the roof with it over this weekend because of Chad dying.
Chadwick.
Boseman.
Yeah, Boseman dying, which is awful. I mean,
Yeah, that's kind of a shitty way to get your sales going, but
Yeah.
I mean,
well, of course, yeah. I think the thing that really disappointed people is you had like the Batman Arkham games and the Spider-Man game, and I think people were really excited to see a game like that. Only this time it was multiplayer, and there were multiple heroes and this and that, and it kind of just turned out to be almost like not a loot and shoot, like a Destiny almost, but it's like there's a lot of very RPG elements in it. There's a lot of little kind of collecty sort of things. It was definitely not the game people thought it was gonna be. So
Yeah.
I think
I
that
remember
definitely
like
hurt
this
it.
one like trailer. It was like a mission of them on the bridge, like fighting
Fighting
Shockwave, I think.
Taskmaster.
Or yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty cool. I watched that like gameplay.
That was the other thing too, is that for the bosses in the game, the first 2 bosses you fight were also the ones you fought in the beta, and you fought Taskmaster and Abomination. And those were like the 2 best boss fights in the game. So
Dang.
it was just kind of unfortunate. I don't know. I know some people really like it, but I can understand why you wouldn't.
I mean,
Fair enough.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna kind of be hard to release games right now. Not because it's just because of the new consoles coming out.
Yeah.
Even
It's really Sorry, go ahead.
Xbox has said that all all of the Xbox One games are going to be able to go over onto Xbox X, but there's always that backwards compatibility issues that came with the Xbox One compared to the 360. Like you couldn't.
Yeah, would the 360 games work on the One X?
Yes, so they said some of the 360 games, and when they say some, I think it's just going to be any of the Halo games,
Okay.
No, it
any
better
of
be Castle Crashers.
Hi-
Well, I guess there's a remastered version, isn't
yeah.
there?
So any of like the really like OG games that I can think of, this probably will be the ones from the original Xbox, like
Okay.
like the original Call of Duty from the original Xbox, probably.
Fair
Probably.
enough.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just
Yeah.
there's a lot of just uncertainty with these games right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to like pump out a new console and a bunch of new games for it when, of course, you got COVID, which impacts work and sales. Uh, you've got like, I mean, of course, the economy is crappy because of it. So that probably means for laid off workers, they probably couldn't even come into work anyway. So it's just kind of a very uncertain gray area right now.
Well, the good thing about the economy lately is it's been going up. I think in the last month we got about 1.5 million new jobs into the economy right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But unemployment's still at what 8.6.
I
So
mean, it's huge, but
yeah,
it's horrible right now. Is it as bad as the housing crisis?
yeah,
I could never
it
remember.
surpassed the 2008 housing crisis. Um,
Oh
Years.
yeah.
um,
Well, yeah, because it was. Yeah, I remember the whole 8% thing with Obama, but
I mean,
yeah.
the thing about the housing crisis was that could have been there is multiple sections of that could have been avoided, not in just Obama's administration, but the administrations
But
of
even in yeah,
In the
in
Bush's
Bush's
administrations and even
organization,
the Clinton
probably even
administration,
Clinton organization, yeah.
yeah, had some signs of, hey, if this is going to be a problem, we should probably fix about that. So
Well, same
Yeah.
thing with global warming. Like, no one wants to do anything about it until it's already fucking
Well, yeah,
us
because
over.
it
all
costs
right,
so much money.
so all right, someone in the chat says, any thoughts on the Travis Scott and McDonald's meal?
Yo, I
Yo,
haven't seen that
Travis Scott
shit.
and
Let
McDonald's
me look this
meal?
shit up.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
get that.
So
Let me
I don't know if
check
you.
this.
Apparently, you guys haven't heard about it, but Travis Scott and McDonald's hooked up with a deal.
Hold up.
Wait, is it called the Cactus Jack? Oh my
I
god. Or wait, no, it's
Yo,
Cactus Jack.
um.
No, it's just called the Travis Scott meal. Never mind. I
the
think
So
Travis
Cactus.
Scott meal. It's a Sprite, burger, and fries. It's literally just a burger and
Yeah,
fries.
it's no, it's a bacon cheeseburger, a Sprite, and some fries.
Okay.
so I.
Damn, they really just took like a normal bacon cheeseburger and said
Yeah, it's a
Travis
set.
Scott meal.
According to this, it's a set list of Travis's 3 McDonald's favorites for $6.
Bruh.
A bacon cheeseburger, a medium fry, and a Sprite.
Okay.
Oh, it also comes
Huh.
with barbecue sauce.
Yo. I mean, okay, that does sound pretty fucking good. Not
Oh, it
gonna
does
lie.
sound
You know
good,
what?
but like the fact that it's just
It's
a
kind of
Travis
cringe that they
Scott
use Travis
meal.
Scott, but it is kind of lit.
Yeah.
You know what this is gonna start.
Like
Though.
I would eat that.
Yeah. You know what this is
Hmm.
gonna start. But we're gonna have this instead of numbers on the McDonald's meal. It's just gonna be people. Like, can I have the Lady Gaga meal
Hey
with
yo,
no
let me get
sauce?
a.
Bro,
Hey
they
bro, can
already
I
do
get
that
the?
shit. Like, have you ever ordered like a Shirley Temple or like I don't
Yeah,
know, like
Bloody Mary, technically.
fucking like waltz shrimp from Red Lobster or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro,
Exactly.
I'll tell you what though. I can't wait to go to McDonald's and order a wet ass pussy. That's gonna be
Facts.
Whoa.
fantastic.
Nah, it's
Ooh.
DOS.
Ooh.
nah, it's a McWap.
Yeah, I know it's a McLap.
All
I
right.
apologize.
Gosh, that person from my church will put my comments probably regretting what you put down, but this is what
Hey,
you
bro, it's chill.
this is what you get from
It's okay. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not going against God. They're fine.
um
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
but no, I honestly think this is gonna start something that it's not gonna be able to finish. So
I don't think it's gonna be that big a deal. I think
Bro,
it's just gonna
they
be.
already had. Was it also Travis Scott on like fucking? It was some kind of cereal. Forget what it was.
no, stars are
Oh,
always on
Reese's
cereal.
Puffs.
Yeah, there's always stars on cereals.
Yeah.
Like
There's been like I remember back
ever
when Cocoa Puffs and Fruity, or Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles did like a John Cena versus Kyrie Irving thing.
I remember the yogurt, the yogurt company that's like the monkey, had
Yeah,
like this
Danimals.
had like this Sweet Life and Zack and Cody people on there.
Yeah.
Dang.
Then like yeah, all the Disney
I don't
stars.
remember that.
I don't know why it was all of this, but all the Disney stars would do Lunchables and like yogurt commercials for some reason, and I'm like,
Bro, because
Yeah.
all the
Well,
kids watch
I was
Disney
gonna say,
Channel. It's
yeah,
perfect marketing, bro.
yeah,
that's
but
just
like, come on,
good
like
marketing. Yeah.
yogurt? Are you kidding
Like,
me? Whatever.
like it's ridiculous,
What is
but it
it?
probably made them like
Hey
a shit
man,
ton
I
of
bought
money.
them. Them
It's
shits
all
are
of a
good.
population from like what the Midwest, maybe Minnesota, and like it's like all just for them. But
I mean,
Honestly,
basically.
it was good though. I know them like the little I can't remember what they're called. They were like this big and they were like almost yogurt drinks. It was like flavored milk basically. I can't remember what they were called.
Wasn't
Maybe they
that
were
like one
just
of the
called Danimals.
Danimals things?
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
didn't know
sure
if
that
that
was Danimals. Because
yeah.
I never really
Yeah,
had those
there
when
was
I was younger.
Danimals yogurt and smoothies.
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
talking yeah, the Danimals smoothies. They were so good. Too bad they were like shot glasses. They were
yeah.
healthy kid shot glasses.
There it is.
That's the college way to put it.
It's good for kids, man. It gets nutrition and whatnot.
Thank you for the new follower. All right,
Hey,
thank you so
what a
much.
successful stream.
We answered the question correctly, and we got the follow. So
Good stuff. I'm
yeah,
glad. I'm glad I was introduced to the Travis Scott or the
Yeah,
Travis
I low
Scott
key
meme.
might get
So
that next time.
is
yeah,
it?
thank you for the introduction.
If it's
It
around
comes out.
here, maybe.
Yeah, I think they're like coming out with it tomorrow. So
Is it actually tomorrow?
yeah, it said September 8th, I
Starting,
believe.
yeah, September 8th.
I might have to
The
go.
Travis Scott meal.
Ugh.
Yo, when's KFC gonna drop a Colonel Sanders meal? That's just
Yo.
his favorite fried chicken
Finger
set.
looking good.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, man. You know what I
Shout out to
miss?
the what?
So a long time ago, Ethan, I don't know if you remember this, but where I used to live in there was a place called Bolingbrook, Illinois. In Bolingbrook, there used to be the Pizza Hut Taco Bell mixture.
The combination Pizza Hut and Taco
Yo, was
Bell.
that where we got that like triple
No.
whatever?
This was way
Okay,
before like you time coming over, but
fair
they
enough.
had this combination of it was like the Taco Bell KFC, but it was a Taco Bell Pizza Hut,
Yeah.
No
and
Taco
way.
Bell had a ton of combinations back
you
in the
could
day.
go through the drive-through and get like these personal pan pizzas, then put a quesadilla on top of that.
Oh shit, that doesn't still exist, does it?
No,
I mean, there's probably some
the one
out
in Bolingbrook
there, maybe.
got shut down when I was in sixth grade.
Okay, fair enough.
I think over by my house, there's I think a Pizza Hut Wing Street combination.
There's a what that exists.
I think
Yo, there's
so.
something like that down in St. Pete too. It's like a pizza and chicken place.
That's
I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me.
that's pretty good. We just reached the 1 hour mark, so
Hey yo,
that's pretty good. But if you guys want to keep going, we can.
have we talked about the server yet?
I think we brought up we were gonna
we're
set up one, but
we're gonna set up one. But
That
that's a little bit of discussion off stream of some information that I found out with the logistics of it.
yeah,
okay.
But no, total for all the new viewers because we have 3 on my screen. Um, we're gonna be doing a stream for Minecraft, starting up a survivors. I can't talk. Survival
a Survivor
server.
server on Minecraft.
Yeah, for us 3. Then we're having a couple friends pop in and out. It'll either be Thursday, Friday, or
Yes, sir.
Saturday night when we kick that off. We don't really know what's going on this week because we're college students. We got stuff to do.
Yeah, I got like homework in junk.
So,
Facts.
um, so it might
So yeah, up in the air for right now.
start without one of us, but it's gonna be a server that we can pop on whenever, and these guys will be streaming as well at some point, I believe.
Yeah. Hey, just
Um,
Get
on
ready
the
for these
channel.
Roblox streams, baby.
I
Those
would,
I'm probably gonna watch those, no cap.
I'm
And
not.
then just
Absolutely.
you
I
back in
should
the
be.
room,
I
just
can
screaming at this motherfucker.
I can confirm that I will never be playing Roblox, and you can hold me to
You
that.
Bro,
you don't
you
wanna
gotta
pull up
you
an
you gotta
Other
just
than
like
that,
open your
Come
mind.
on.
I am
Open your
not opening my
mind.
Open
mind to
your
that.
mind,
Get
bro.
that out of there.
You just
Oh
gotta
man.
expand your horizons to that of like colorful block people.
There you go.
You know, outside of Minecraft.
For any of the new viewers, if you got any questions or comments, or just doing, random topics at this point, because we're just testing out the stream tonight and seeing the stuff that works and we need to work on. And we'll be posting this later. If you missed the first part, is when we actually talked about the next generation consoles and our thoughts and what's actually going on with them. It's really cool. You should really go check it out when I post it later. But what was I was going to talk about next?
Whew. More
Man,
combinations with Pizza Hut.
yeah, bro. Like, I was just thinking about getting Pizza Hut this weekend, but I went with Taco Bell instead. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Have you all heard the Taco Bell Pizza Hut
Yeah.
combination theme song?
what is there one?
I believe so.
Is there actually? I probably
Yeah.
can't do it on
I'll send it
Hold
I'll
on.
send it into the Discord chat, but
Alright, understandable.
Oh
so
well,
unfortunately the stream won't get to know, but if you really want to, go up on YouTube and search up combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, and it should be the first thing you see.
yeah. So
Damn.
But yeah.
that's pretty awesome. It's almost like the the Home Depot theme song, but even
Hey, the Home Depot type beat.
oh gosh.
Yo, that shit's pretty cash though, not gonna lie.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Um. Gosh. So if you're just joining the stream too, we have a goal set off for ourselves. By the end of September, we're going to try to be affiliated on this channel. If we can get the other channels once we get those going by the end of the month, that would be amazing. So,
Absolutely.
but no, I think the hardest thing that's going to be for the games, for the gaming companies, is the mass production of said consoles.
I mean, theoretically, they already have the infrastructure in place, so like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
I
think
don't think it would be a huge issue, but I can understand if there's like a shortage for Christmas, but
there was already last year, and that was without COVID.
yeah.
So,
For
I'll see that.
Xboxes,
wasn't the
or just for
PS
like consoles in
wasn't
general.
the PS4 in general like sold out almost immediately?
Maybe, I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably. I don't know. I got mine though, so I'm not mad.
Facts.
So
I'll tell you what I was mad about though is when the stupid servers got hacked and I couldn't set up a stupid account. Just wanted to
yeah,
play some Advanced Warfare, man.
but
Keep
that's
looking at the Travis Scott meal in my other window right now.
Are you really still reading my
I'm getting
article?
yourself hungry, man. You
Dude,
just Taco Bell,
Man, you just got
I'm.
Taco Bell and now you want a Travis Scott
bro.
meal.
It is what it is,
It's
man.
not even out yet. You can't even get the Travis Scott
You
meal.
gotta
I'll
wait
go in
like
the
24
morning.
hours. Not even.
Oh,
Says it comes out to like in like 2
comes out
hours, bro.
tomorrow.
You know what? Yeah, go to a 24-hour McDonald's and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk in and be like, Travis Scott
Oh my
burger. It's
god.
Camp out
midnight.
for the Travis Scott meal at the.
See, I think my favorite part about the Travis Scott meal is that now we can actually make a legit Fortnite burger joke because Travis Scott Fortnite concert burger, August 8th.
I hate you.
It's okay. I hate me too.
When we get back on campus, I'm literally gonna ask you every night if you want a Fortnite burger.
I mean, sure, I'll go to McDonald's and get one,
But
So
but only if you come with me.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how else you're gonna get there.
All right.
ooh,
Don't expect me like that.
throwing shade. That'll be
This was-
that'll be a different podcast night of talking about driving stuff and our lives of driving on campus.
Yeah.
Especially with me.
I got
We might do that next week because I almost got in a car accident this weekend. Now that I think about it, because there was a blind spot getting out of my lot, and I almost got like
Damn.
slammed by this Grand Jeep this like Jeep.
bruh.
So
A Greep
Bro.
Jan Cherokee.
yeah,
I
you know,
am-
I've had classes
I am
for
amazing
like
at
9
driving.
hours today.
Hey, you got off class early.
I did get off class early,
Only
but
been like 7 hours.
yeah, my bad, my bad. You're right. You're
7 hours in
Res-
class. Ew.
Oh,
I think, unless I get a message right now saying someone else is going to pop up on the stream, I think that we're at a good stopping point for tonight.
all right.
But
I'm gonna call it.
if you haven't followed us and you're watching the stream right now, it's a free thing to do and it helps us out a lot to know that you're
Don't even
followed.
got a sub.
You get alerts, you get, and we'll do some special stuff for the first couple people that follow us. Maybe even get linked to a Discord.
Hey.
I'm sorority girl in Jeeps can't behave. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
That is
Hey,
facts.
that's just truth.
I
That's
feel like sorority girls and Jeeps is like universal to every campus.
It really is. Even the
Yeah.
high school, like the pre-sorority girls, it's like JROTC,
That's-
but it's
that's facts.
pre-sorority. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try to come up with an acronym for that, but
All right.
ROTC.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna call it a
This is
night.
a solid first date. Cool,
Thank
cool.
you for tuning out. But again, if you're not followed and you're watching us right now, please follow. It does a lot for us. But thank you.
Absolutely.
Good night. Oh wait.
good night, y'all.
All right. There's one thing that I forgot.
Oh,
There's a reason why I named this channel 321 Break. Now, in sports, which both you guys are unfamiliar with.
How
shut
dare
the
you?
fuck up. I
Saying
just
it's
do
not
sports
football.
by myself.
Fact. Just because my sports are also video game sports doesn't mean they're not real sports.
Yeah, you're right. Respect esport game. That's a different story. But there's an esport like room right next to the Chick-fil-A at my union. But it's pretty awesome.
Fantastic.
So we're gonna do 3, 2, 1 break, then clap. You ready?
Shit.
This is gonna sound so delayed over Discord. Let's go.
It's gonna be great. 3, 2, 1 break.
Hell yeah.
That's it. I'll talk to you guys
The-
later.
Perfect.
Fantastic.